Hello, Fred Monks here with Trademark Real Estate here in the village. And just wanted to do a quick video. If you're watching this, this is really what we would talk about at your kitchen table. And it just gives you an opportunity, even before setting an appointment with me, to be able to know what my plan is to get your house sold. So I've got a marketing plan that I'll share with you. And then want to share with you quickly about the NAR, which is the National Association of Realtors lawsuit that happened in March of 2024 this year. So if you're watching this video, this may give you a chance to maybe formulate some questions. Real estate has changed a little bit on how commissions are paid now. So this is what this lawsuit was all about, and there was a $418 million in damages that the National Association of Realtors is paying to a settlement fund. So basically, what's happened is in the multiple listings where agents look for homes for their buyers, we used to be able to advertise compensation to a buyer's agent, and now what this lawsuit has done is uncoupled that, and we have taken it out. We no longer can advertise compensation to a buyer's agent. So what's happened is a buyer's agent will negotiate their commissions with the buyer, and a seller will negotiate their commissions with the listing agent. So basically, it's just separated now. But what's not changed is basically you see an FHA buyer may come in and ask for concessions because maybe they're credit rich and cash poor. They need help from the seller, and they will ask for concessions. So that is still happening, and some of that is how a buyer's agent would be paid. They may be asking for concessions. Well, then those concessions could go to pay their buyer's agent. So really, a lot has changed, but in not advertising that anymore. But you're still going to have buyers. They're going to be asking for concessions, and that's how they'll pay their agent. So you may have some questions, further questions on that, and I can explain that to you. But basically, this lawsuit is something that we have to share with folks. You may have heard about it, you may not have, and you may have some questions, and we definitely can talk about that either on a conversation on the phone or when you set an appointment with me. But basically, I wanted you to be able to see this prior to maybe even thinking about selling your home. You can know what my marketing plan is. And now we'll go to that. And here we go. Okay. So this is my marketing plan. And basically, if you're thinking about selling your home, there's some things that you need to think about. And what I want to explain to you is how we get your home sold. And ultimately, you want to sell your home for the most money and in the shortest possible time. And so there's a couple of things that we look at when you're selling your home. And sometimes it's an inconvenience because you got people coming in your home. You have to keep it clean all the time. You have to leave at certain times when people want to see your house. It can be a daunting task sometimes, but we want to make it as convenient as possible. So we're going to cover some of these things. So what we want to do is we want to talk about packaging your home and getting it marketed out there to the most opportune buyers. And how we do this is first, we want to look at pricing. Pricing is so crucial in today's market. This thing's hanging up on me here. There we go. Okay, so multi-phase marketing. What we want to do is look at what we're going to do to get your house out there in front of the most serious buyers. The most serious buyers right now are working with a real estate agent because the knowledge that they have and the access to information, people are working with real estate agents. So what we want to do once we get an agreement signed is we want to, within the first 48 to 72 hours, we want to have your property on the multiple listings. That's where the agents are looking for their buyers. So we want to do that, and we want to we're not going to do coming soon, but we can do Facebook posts And a lot of people are looking online and social media. So we want to get that out there. And then also YouTube. These are where people are looking. And then also on some of the major sites, which are Zillow, Realtor.com. Some of these are where buyers are going to look at homes. And people look on their own. They might not necessarily have their agent find them the home, but these are the sites that are showing them properties that are available. And what's really unique about this is on the web. So you may have somebody that's moving from out of state and they're looking to move into the village. They're looking maybe from California or New York, and they're looking all over. So these sites are, and there's about 450 sites that your house will go on and get out in front of buyers that are potentially looking to buy a home in this area. So that's what we want to do, is we want to get it out there in front of buyers where they're looking, and social media and these sites are where they're looking for homes. What we also want to do is we want to package your home in the best light, and that's by doing professional photography. A lot of agents don't do this. They'll shoot it with their camera phone. Camera phones are great, but having a professional photographer shoot crisp photos of your property, because people are image driven. They want to see really nice photos of your property. So we get a professional photographer to do all the photos. We drone photography, and this is all how we package your home. And then we also use this for YouTube videos that we put out. So staging your home, this is another thing that we look at real closely when we visit your property. We may not tell you what you want to hear, but we tell you what you need to hear. And staging is so crucial. We want to depersonalize your property, maybe taking some personal photos down, because what we want buyers to do is we want them to look at your property. We don't want them looking at photographs of you guys. We want them to look at the property, see themselves in your property. This will help them make that decision, and we want to keep them focused on just the property. So we also work with a national network. A lot of our leads do come from Zillow, Realtor.com, where people are looking and maybe they want to inquire more about the property, the area. And so we have access to that, where we have a quick response time that we get back with these folks and see if we can make it an appointment for them to come and look at your property. Communication is so crucial in today's market. We want to be able to communicate with you. With there being a lot of time sensitive dates on contracts and just getting your property in front of folks, we want to be able to communicate to you. And there's a lot of ways that we do that. We've got a new showing service that's coming up, which is called Broker Bay. This is going to be a scheduling service that will schedule the appointment that the agent is making with their buyer. And then we're going to automatically send them requests for feedback. We want to know what the buyers are saying, because ultimately your house is going to sell for what buyers are willing to pay. And we want to hear what the buyers are saying. Some of these things that we get back on feedback, we can make adjustments to. Maybe they say the price is too high. Maybe they see that maybe there's too many updates in the property. We may have to adjust for that. So we need to hear what buyers are saying, and agents too, what they're saying about your house. Now, as far as the knowledge and market, I have access to a lot of information that give us a good idea of what the price needs to be for your home. So there's a lot of access to information that we'll have on the internet, and then what I have available through my MLS. And then experience, as far as experience, my experience, I've been in real estate since 2003, and I'm licensed in Arkansas and also licensed in the state of Texas. So I pride myself in good customer service, communication, and then just a good knowledge of the market. With vacant homes, if your home is vacant, and a lot of properties that go up for sale in the village, I see they may be vacant. Maybe they're rentals. Maybe people have already moved, and so their space is empty. So we want to be able to give people a good view, and virtual staging is one of the things that I offer. And we want to be able to show your house in the best light, maybe give people an idea of decorating, how their furniture might look in a property, but showing it vacant is not so good. We want to be able to show it with good photography and good virtual staging. So virtual staging, I make that available. I don't want to show just an empty space. So you can see these are just some samples of some properties that we did virtual staging on. And basically, in a nutshell, here's what the process is for selling your home. Really just getting your home ready. When I visit you on a listing appointment, like I said, these are the things that we'll talk about, and getting your house ready, maybe staging what we can do to present your house in the best light for buyers that are going to be out there, and then setting the price is going to be crucial. We'll look at history of properties that have sold in your area and then all over the village, and typically within 150 to 200 square feet, smaller and larger than your property, and then just setting the price right from the beginning, because an overpriced listing, and a lot of this happens with for sale owners, they'll say, oh, we're going to list it up here, we can always come down on the price. Overpriced listings always sell the competition, so we want to price your property to generate offers. And then, of course, the photography, we schedule that. Then we're looking at negotiating any offers that come in. We want to be able to negotiate them. And then we get you ready for a closing. We set it up with a title company. And then we just check all these time-sensitive dates on the contract. We'll make sure that we get you all the way to closing, and then get you off to your next property. So basically, this is kind of my marketing plan in a nutshell. We just want to share this with you. And this is an idea that, hey, if you're thinking about selling your property, I make this available to you prior to me even coming over. And then you may formulate some questions that I can answer on the phone, or maybe when we set an appointment together to see your property. So again, this is Fred Monks with Trademark Real Estate here in the Village, and I look forward to talking to you soon. If you're thinking about selling and purchasing another home, love to talk to you about that and give you some information so you can make a good decision to move forward with selling your property and maybe purchasing another property. Anyway, look forward to talking to you soon.